Hello bros, I'm X0, Profile Production, and next but Sakura Alien. So let's jump into where we left off last time. Hello again, Haru. It feels like it's been quite some time since I last saw your face. I think it has been 22 or of your Earthen minutes and 13 seconds exactly. I hope you can forgive me. These clothes Hiyori shows for me were me are awfully curious. They are nothing like I have ever before witnessed on Corval or during my brief stint upon this planet. They are much breezier than my power suit, and they do little keep out the cold air. But Hiyori assured me that they were fashionable. What do you think? Well, Sardina struck dumb. She's not wearing her skin-tight suit anymore, at least. But I'm not entirely convinced that her current get-up is much of an improvement. Ina's wearing a frilly white blouse with short sleeves and that gapes open in front, which is secured by two criss-crossing strips of fabric. The shirt is cinched shut about the neck with a red ribbon, which is supposed to add a degree of cuteness to it. But really, that shirt is bizarre. It might be too out of the place on one way filled with zany high fashion pieces, but it's not no way intended for daily wear. The high-waisted skirt the shirt been paired with is fine, I guess, but even that seems a bit too short and a bit too tight to be comfortable. I think she looks attractive, but I read the options and well, need to move my phone a bit. I have too much of my I have all my 3 water bottles here. All of them empty though. Well, won't people think she looks weird if she walks around like that, or won't other guys stare at her if she walks around like that? I mean, the second option, won't other guys? That's a little bit. I mean, I think the shirt is weird, but rest of it is fine. I think. So considering, I think the rest of it's fine. One of the other guys there, I think is closest to the option I would take. For reasons I can't quite fathom, I didn't like the thought of Ina drawing too much male attention. Of course, I would say something like that. And as an pick with of possessiveness, I can't help but think of her as my alien. Hey, Ina, are you alright wearing that? I will admit it's quite different from what I'm used to. I say the gaping front of the shirt is almost makes Ina's suit look tame. But I rather enjoy experiencing new things. I did not get much of a chance to partake into other cultures in Corval. I was not often allowed to leave the palace. I dressed as much as my parents desired and had to be on my best behavior at all times. This is very liberating. You humans have so much choice in all facets of life, from your itineraries to your attires. So what do you think, darling? Do you think this clothes will help me fit in? I really wonder about that. Crap. I can't stop myself from staring at Ina's chest. I always knew she was very well endowed, but this shirt really shows off her goods. It leaves almost nothing to the imagination. Well, I like to say it leaves pretty much to imagination. Well, not the size. No imagination to the size at all. Did Hiyori pick this scanty shirt out on purpose to tease me? Is this supposed to be some kind of joke? Are you serious about making Ina wear this, Hiyori? Well, why not? I think she looks adorable. Hiyori beaming girlishly and though unaware of how provocative Ina looks. I'm not confident enough in my body to wear any outfit like this. Personally, I am a bit too skishy to pull it off, and not in the right places. I'm also too short, my legs are all stumpy. Ina, meanwhile, is proportionate like a fashion model. She has such lovely long legs and she is so slender. If anybody can pull off a sophisticated sexy look like this, she can. She's so cute it would be a crime if she didn't buy this outfit. I should take a photo so I can commemorate this moment for posterity. Hiyori begins snapshots of Ina on her phone while Ina smiles bashfully. It's nice to see these two getting on, I guess, but Ina might be cute, but I think it'd be more of a crime if she does go outside in that outfit. That shirt is no way stable. She one misstep away from a severe wardrobe malfunction, and it's not properly insulated. Kova is a desert planet, remember? She's not used to the cold. I don't want her getting sick. Oh, right. Hiyori puts her phone back in her skirt pocket and giggles. I didn't think of that. Skirts doesn't have pockets, as far as I know. I've never seen a pocket on a skirt, at least. I didn't think of that. I was so excited about dressing Ina up, my common sense must have fled me. Evidently, aside, Hiyori claims to have common sense, even if she is abstain. But I often find myself wondering. She is such a ditz. Maybe I was wrong for entrusting Ina's new wardrobe to Hiyori. I shudder to think what future fashion disasters she might come up with. Let's find a more sensible outfit for her. She needs some warm pieces to keep out the cold, like sweaters and pants and the like. Well, there are actually, as far as I know, ties? Well, at least something you can wear under a skirt to keep yourself warm. We should probably get her a coat too in case it snows. Snows? Ina looks at me curiously. What is that? It happens when it gets really cold and water vapor turns into ice crystal. It falls from the sky and it turns the ground white. It's pretty, but it's not something you'd want to brave without being covered up. Oh, that really does sound incredible. I would love to see that. I'd love to show it to you too, but not while you're dressed like that. So this outfit is no good? It's definitely no good. That's I. Being the only one in this group with anything even approaching in sight is quite a burden. I shudder to think how Ina would have ended up if Hiyori had been left to her own devices. Now that's a scary thought. Sometime later. Yeah, that's more of that. Though I can't see beneath the waistline too good because of the text box. But we'll probably be able to see it a little better later. Thank you for helping me choose an outfit, Hiyori. I think this looks really nice. There's no problem. It's to be expected, really, that any outfit would look good on you. Your figure's incredible. Oh no, You're just flattering me. I was always told to eat more back on Cornwall. My parents were forever saying I'm too skinny. Really? I think you look perfect. By Earthling standards maybe, but not to those of my home planet. Oh well. Ina being full of joys of spring, it being winter notwithstanding, as she does a neat 360-degree spin on the spot. Her long mint green hair flutters about her in the cool breeze, and her skirt shifts about her thighs. So what do you think, darling? Do you like it? Hmm. Looking up and down, my arms folded. The outfit Hiyori chose for her after much deliberation is fairly conservative. Certainly more so than the frilly nightmare she cajoled Ina into back in the fitting room. This outfit is much more suitable for the wintry chill. It conceals a fair bit of flesh which should keep Ina warm and toasty. Ina clad in a thick knit woolen turtleneck with striped sleeves, which Hiyori has paired with a wine red dress. The dress itself is fairly short, but Ina's legs are clad in thick overcoat pantyhose to offset the cold. I don't know much about women's clothes, but I think this assembled suits Ina. Then again, as Hiyori said, I think almost anything would suit her. Though Ina's not wearing her strange latex spacesuit, I can take a proper look at her without feeling the need to avert my eyes. She looks good in the suit too, of course, but I think I prefer this more homey apparel. And my phone is upside down. Can't silence it then. I think you look great, Ina. It's very cute. Really? Ina's eyes widens if such a thing is possible. She looks like she's glowing. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you to say. I don't think I have ever been happier than I am at this moment. Ina's enthusiasm must be contagious because I find myself smiling too. I'm a bit tired after being dragged around so many shops, and I can't pretend that I enjoyed myself while waiting outside fitting rooms for what felt like forever. But Ina's smiles makes all my accumulated fatigue melt away. It's hard to be in a bad mood when I'm with her. She perks my spirits up within seconds. Hey, Hiyori, can we explore the city? Tokyo seems a very interesting place. It's so vast and sprawling, quite unlike Cornwall. Now I'm dressed for the occasion, I want to take it all in all the sights. But of course, I was going to suggest that myself. I don't think we'll be able to see all the sights. Tokyo is awfully big after all, but we can make a decent stab at it. Stab? In a bro furrows. Why would we wish to stab anything? That sounds rather violent. I don't want to get blood upon my new clothes, even if my dress is red. It might not show. It might not show the stains, but it would be awfully waste. Oh no, that's not what I meant. We're not actually stabbing anybody. That would be a surefire way to get the police bad side. I hate for you to end up the first full day on this planet in prison cell. That's if we want to. Oh yes, please. They are on Cornwall too. They ensure that nobody is breaking the rules. I would not want to make an enemy of them. They carry laser guns and can automatize body parts in less than a second. Laser guns, huh? That sounds like something ripped straight from a sci-fi novel. Then again, I guess Ina's whole existence is rather sci-fi. Her being an alien and all. We're not going to run into the police at all, so it's a moot point. But they don't carry laser guns here. Nobody is going to automatize you, no matter what happens. Oh, thank goodness. That is a relief. As a princess, well, under the certain protection, I would never have been automatized in Cornwall, but I am not uncovered any longer. I'm no princess on this planet, I'm just an Ina. I have lost all my privileges. But that means I'm also far, far freer. Now I can go where I want and do what I want, and I cannot wait. Neither can I. I love showing people around. Just leave the itinerary up to Big Sis Hiyori. We're going to have a blast. Ina, Hiyori, and I meander about the city while stepping around into random stores and later grabbing a bite to eat. We do this for several hours until we wind up at the batting center. As for how we ended up here, well, Ina saw the batting center as we walked through the streets, and I decided to ask you what it was. Intrigued by the concept baseball, what a novel idea. I did not know hitting balls with wooden bats as an activity worth of such ladies. Ina then asked if she could try it out for herself. Hiyori and I capitulated to her, and now we're in the batting center. I didn't think I ever heard anyone call it a batting center. Well, perks of culture, I suppose. Ina transpires, it's not very good at baseball. Her hand-eye coordination leaves a lot to be desired, and during her first few pitches, she was even holding the bat the wrong way around. I'm not a sports buff myself either. I found any physical exercise on my daily commute to university a pain. I'm a physics nerd, though true and true, not a pro athlete. Physical education was always my least favorite lesson back in high school, I was one of the very worst in my class. My classmates used to hate me for the one on a regular basis. They thought it was funny I was so deficient given how tall I am. A lot of the girls in my class ran faster than I do. Hiyori, however, proves to be a big surprise. She is far, far better at baseball than I ever would have imagined. She hits every single ball that is pitched at her by the automatic machine without breaking a sweat. The expression on her face, one of easy confidence. Alright, that's the next picture. So I think now I'm gonna take a small break before I read one more part, but that was all I have for Sakura Alien this time. So hit like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.